Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about solved word problems involving sign law. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now this is already part 2 of our video class. The part 1 of our video, we actually have two given example class. For number 1, we have given triangular pond. And then for number 2, we have given two angles of elevation to the top of the tower. So if you want to learn more about that part 1 class, I will just put the link on the description down below. I'm sure class, if you will see that video, you will really understand class because we explained that one step by step and then we gave illustrations. Now for this part 2 class, number 3, this will be quite complicated class. I'm sure class, it will really take time. But once again class, do not be worried class because I will be explaining this one class step by step. Alright, so let's start with part 2 and that would be number 3. An airplane is flying above a straight highway. The pilot observes that the angles of depression to the two poles that are 5 kilometers apart and are on opposite sides of the plane are 34 degrees and 50 degrees. What is the distance of the plane from each post? Now, once again, class, if you're dealing with problem solving, the first thing that you need to do is you need to understand the problem. Now, once you understand the problem, class, you can write down the given or you proceed to illustrations. Alright, so an airplane is flying above a straight highway. The pilot observes that the angles of depression to the two posts, so once again, we have given two posts that are 5 kilometers apart, are on opposite sides. Remember this one, class, opposite sides of the plane. Therefore, class, the two posts are on opposite sides of the plane. And we have given angles of depression that will be 34 degrees and then 50 degrees. What is the distance of the plane from each post? Alright, let's do that. So once again, class, first up, we need to illustrate. So let's illustrate this one, class. Let's have this one. This will be our plane. Example, class, this is the plane. Alright, just an example, class, if this is the plane. Okay, once again, this is just an example, class, if this will be the plane. Alright, now, the pilot observes, class, the angle of depression to the two posts. So therefore, class, the two posts, class, are on opposite sides. So therefore, this will be the post 1, post A, or let's have post A, and this will be post B, right? Or post 1, number 1, and then number 2. Once again, class, we have two posts, opposite sides of the plane. Remember this one, class, you will commit mistake if you will write the two posts right here. If you will draw the illustration, two posts on the same side, nope, you will commit mistake, class. Therefore, class, the two posts, opposite sides of the plane. Therefore, the first post is here, the second post will be here. So we have given two posts. Alright, this one right here, and then this one right here. Now, remember this one, class, we have given two angles of depression, right? We have 34 degrees and 50 degrees. And this will be our observer, the pilot, class. Once again, class, our observer is the pilot. So we have the pilot right here. Now, if this will be our observer, let me just assume, class, this will be our observer right here. Because we need to have, class, the horizontal line. Once again, class, if you will draw this one, and you say this is 34 degrees for the angle of depression, and the other one we have 54 degrees for the angle of depression, I'm sure, class, you will commit mistake. Once again, class, for the angle of depression, angle of elevation, you need to deal, class, with horizontal line. It's always horizontal line and then line of sight. Horizontal line, line of sight. Horizontal line, line of sight. Once again, class, if you're dealing with angle of elevation and depression, you always deal, class, with horizontal line. Because if you don't have the horizontal line, class, I'm sure, class, 100%, you will commit mistake. So therefore, class, this is not the angle right here, class. For 34 degrees and 50 degrees, this is not the angle, class. This is not the correct illustration, class. Because you need to follow, class, horizontal line. Always horizontal. Let me give you example, class. Angle of elevation, horizontal line. Line of sight, this will be angle of elevation going upwards. You always deal with the horizontal line. Now, angle of depression, horizontal line, and then line of sight, and this will be the angle of depression. So therefore, class, in our illustration, this is not correct. We always follow, class, horizontal line. So therefore, we need to have the horizontal line. So therefore, class, in our illustration right here, I will just put observer right here, this one right here, class, because I will put horizontal line, this one right here. So I will put horizontal line, and it will be quite confusing. So let me just put here the observer. Once again, class, our observer, class, is the pilot. Assuming, class, this is our observer, the pilot right here. Once again, class, I will just assume, class, the pilot is here. This will be our observer because I will draw a horizontal line, class, and it will be confusing, class, with regards to our given illustration because we need to put this one right here, class, horizontal line, and then we need to put vertical line, and this will be the height, right? So therefore, class, assuming, class, this will be our observer right here. Once again, class, our observer is the pilot. Because if I will put horizontal line, class, and it will be quite confusing, class, with regards to our given illustration. Because later in class, we need to draw a triangle. So this will be our observer, the pilot. And then we need to have our horizontal line. Alright, so this will be our horizontal line. Alright, so we have our horizontal line. Now, once again, class, the pilot observes two angles of depression, right? We have 34 degrees. So this one right here. So this is 34 degrees. Assuming, class, this is 34 degrees. So this will be 34 degrees. And the other one, we have 54 degrees. Okay? So therefore, class, based on our illustration, class, we know that the opening class of 50 degrees, the opening class of 50 degrees is greater than 34 degrees, right? Once again, class, let me just explain this one, class, with regards to the angles. Example, class, this one right here. This is 34 degrees. Of course, class, you can never say that this is also 34 degrees. This is 34 degrees. Nope. 50 degrees, class. Basic example, class. 50 degrees, class, is greater opening than 34 degrees. If this is 34 degrees, of course, class, 54 degrees, it will open like this. Greater than 34 degrees, right? Okay, once again, greater than 34 degrees. So this will be 50 degrees. Basic example, class. If this is 34 degrees, therefore 50 degrees, the opening, class, if this is our horizontal line, it will be greater than 34 degrees. So it will be like this, right? It will be like this, greater than 34 degrees. And this will be 50 degrees. I hope you understand this one, class. This will be 50 degrees. Greater opening than 34 degrees. So if this is 50 degrees, you already have the idea that the second post, this one right here, is near from this one, right? Once again, class, post B or second post will be near than first post based on the given illustration, class, because our angle 50 degrees is greater opening than 34 degrees. Look at this example, class. Basic example, class, with regards to this length. I'm sure, class, this length will be less than this length, right? Even if we use a ruler, this is 3.5. This one right here is 5, almost 5, near 5. So therefore, class, we know that this one is greater than this one, right? Because the opening, class, 50 degrees is like this. So already have the idea, class, that the second post is near from the observer. Once again, class, we're looking for the distance from the observer to this post. We're looking for this one, class. This one right here, class. I hope you understand this one, class, with regards to our illustration. Now, this will be the height, right? This will be the height right here. Okay, so this is the height. And we don't have the height. But we know, class, that there is given 5 kilometers apart. The two posts, class, are 5 kilometers apart. Therefore, class, this one right here, class, from post A to post B, from the first post to second post, we have given distance, class, there will be 5 kilometers. So this is 5 kilometers. So this is 5 kilometers. Now, the problem, class, we don't know what is the distance from post A going to this vertical line, going from the height. Once again, class, this is the height. Once again, class, this is the height from the observer to this point right here. Downwards, this will be the height. And we don't have the height, right? Now, the problem, class, we don't have the distance from post A going to this point from the height. Once again, class, we don't have the distance from post A going to the height. We don't have this value, class, but we know from post A to post B, that would be 5 kilometers. I hope you understand this one, class. Once again, class, we don't have the distance, class, from post A going to the height. But we know that the total distance class from post A to post B, that would be 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers apart. But the problem, we don't know the distance from post A going to the height. This one right here, class. So this will be x. Assume this is x. This is x right here. And this one right here, from the height going to post B, this is y, right? This is x. This is y. Question, why is that, sir? Why do you put x? Why do you put y? Once again, class, we don't have the exact distance, class, from post A going to the height. We don't have the exact distance, class, from post B going to the height. But we know, class, the total distance from post A to post B, that would be 5 kilometers. That's why, class, I put variables x and y, because we don't know the exact distance from this point, from post A, this one right here, from this point, going to the height. I put x. Now, from this height right here, going to post B, I will put y, because I don't know the exact distance. So we assume any variables. So x and then y, but we know that x plus y is equal to 5 kilometers. It's given, class. 5 kilometers apart. X plus y is equal to 5 kilometers. Or let's ignore first the units. 5. X plus y is equals to 5. This will be our first equation. Now, always remember this one, class. If you have two parallel lines, these are parallel lines, right? Parallel lines right here, and then parallel lines right here. Now, if you have two parallel lines, it's cut by a let me just draw that one, class, for you to understand this one. You have two parallel lines, this one right here, and then another parallel line. It's cut by a transversal. This is transversal line, this one right here. We can form angles, right? Now, this angle right here, class, and this angles are what we call alternate interior angles, and they are always congruent. It forms letter Z. Once again, class, if you have two lines, this one right here, class, two parallel lines cut by a transversal line, you can form an angle, right? This angle right here, class, and this angle are what we call alternate interior angles, and they are always congruent, class. It forms letter Z. Therefore, class, this angle right here is equal to this angle. So therefore, we can say if this is 34 degrees, this is also 34 degrees. Alright, this is 34 degrees. If this is 50 degrees, alternate interior angles, this is also 50 degrees. Now, once you have this one, class, you have 34 degrees, you have 50 degrees, you can now make equations. You can now make equations. So we can find the value of h. Once again, we can find the value of h by using tangent, right? Tangent 30 degrees, our given sides, we have h. Okay, once again, we have h and then x, opposite and then adjacent. So once again, tangent 30 degrees, we can use tangent because the sides involved, we have opposite and then adjacent, right? We have h and then x. So therefore, we can say tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Remember, class, SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Tangent, that would be opposite and then adjacent. We have given opposite, we have given adjacent. So therefore, we can say tangent theta is equal to opposite adjacent. So tangent, given angle, reference angle, 34 degrees. 34 degrees is equal to opposite is h, adjacent is x. And then to get the value of h, simply cross multiply. Understood that there's one here. Simply cross multiply. H times 1, that would be h equals tangent 34 degrees times x. Simply copy x tangent 34 degrees. And that would be our first equation, class. Therefore, h is equals to x tangent 34 degrees. And then the second equation right here, the second triangle, this one right here, class. Let me just draw that one. Okay, I hope you understand this one, class. A while ago, class. Let me just draw this one, class, first. For you to understand this one. The first triangle, class, this one right here. This is 34 degrees, right? This is x right here. This is h, right? This one right here, class, 34 degrees, x, and then h. So tangent 34 degrees opposite from this reference angle, that would be h. That's why we have h. Adjacent is x. And this will be the hypotenuse. We don't have the hypotenuse, therefore we cannot use this one, sine. We cannot use cosine because this is hypotenuse. We only have given sides, opposite, and then adjacent. That's why, class, I use tangent. Alright, the other triangle, class. This one right here, class. Let me draw that one, class. This one right here. So we have 50 degrees. and then opposite is h, adjacent is y. So therefore, we can use tangent. We have opposite and then adjacent. This one right here. Alright, so use tangent. Tangent theta opposite over adjacent. So tangent, reference angle, we have 50 degrees is equal to opposite is h, adjacent is y. Alright, and then tangent 50 degrees, or we can do cross multiplication to find h. So understood that there's 1 here, simply cross multiply. So h times 1, that would be h is equal to y times tangent 50 degrees. Simply copy y tangent 50 degrees. And this will be our second equation, class. So this will be first equation, second equation, third equation. Sorry, third equation, class. So first equation, second equation, and then third equation. Alright, so I hope, class, you're following because this will be quite complicated, class. So once again, class, we're not looking for h, we're looking for this one right here. The distance from the plane from each post. This one right here, class. But once again, class, we need to find the value of h for us to find this one. Alright, let's do it step by step, class. Let me just write down the equation because we don't have enough space. So x plus y equals 5. Our first equation, we have h. We have h equals y tangent 50 degrees. In the other equation, we have this one right here. We have h equals x tangent 34 degrees. Alright, now, check this one out, class. We have same h, right? Once again, class, we have same h. Therefore, class, we can say that y tangent 50 degrees is equal to x tangent 34 degrees. Once again, class, we can say that y tangent 50 degrees is equal to x tangent 34 degrees. Now, you'll be asking question, why is that, sir? Why is that, sir? Because we have same h. Once again, class, we have same h. We have same h, therefore, class, we can equate this one. We can say that y tangent 50 degrees is equal to x tangent 34 degrees. Once again, why is that, sir? Because you have same h, class. As you can see, class, we have same h. So therefore, we can equate this one. Alright, now, sir, question, sir, how will you solve this one? You have two unknown variables. Nope, you can never solve this one, class. Therefore, class, we need to find the value of y using this equation. So x plus y equals 5, right? Now, we need to find, class, the value of y because you can never solve this one, class. You have two unknown variables. You have x and then y. Therefore, class, we need to find the value of y. Now, to find the value of y, simply transpose x from left to right. Once again, class, x plus y equals 5. We said it a while ago, this one right here, the distance x, the distance y, if you add this one, that will be equal to 5. So therefore, to get the value of y, simply transpose x from left to right. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. So this will be y equals, copy 5. We transpose x from left to right. This is positive. It will become negative. So y is equals to 5 minus x. And this will be the value of y. So therefore, y is equal to 5 minus x. And then we simply substitute the value of y in this given expression. Y tangent 50 degrees. So we just simply substitute the value of y. So we need to get first the value of tangent 50 degrees. So tangent 50 degrees. And what would be that value? And then tangent 34 degrees. Alright, let's do that. Use your calculator. Alright, now once again, class, in your calculator, class, make sure that you will see degree or letter D in your calculator, class. Once again, class, make sure, class, that in your calculator, you see letter D, or that would be degree, because there are some cases, class, your mode is gradient. You will see R, radiant, and then you will see G, gradient. If you will see R and G, class, I'm sure, class, you will commit mistake, class, because your answer is not the same in my end. The regular, class, or standard mode, it should be D, class, degree. Standard mode, class, is degree. Make sure, class, in your calculator, you see letter D. It's always degree, class. Remember that one, class, the standard mode, that would be degree. Letter D. So change this one into degree. Alright, let's do that. So we have tangent 50 degrees. Tangent 50 degrees. So that would be 1.19175. So we need to have at least 4 decimals. So 1.19175. 19175. So after 7, there will be 5. Therefore, this becomes 8. So this becomes 8. And then this one, tangent 34 degrees. So we have 0.67450. After 5, there will be 0. Simply copy 5. Alright, and then simply substitute. Once again, class, the value of y, we have 5 minus x. Simply substitute, class, the value of y. So change this one into 5 minus x. So 5 minus x. We need to put parentheses, class, because we need to multiply this one. Once again, class, if you have variables close to each other, example, class, x and y, it means x times y. If you have 5x, it means 5 times x. 5 times x is 5x. X times y is xy. Therefore, if the two numbers or two variables close to each other are numbered together with a variable, it means multiplication. So therefore, 5 minus x multiplied by tangent 50 degrees, there will be 1 point multiplied by 1.1918 is equal to x multiplied by the value of tangent 34 degrees, 0.6745. Question, sir, why do we need to put parentheses? Because this is binomial, class, we have two terms. 5 minus x, there will be two terms. So therefore, class, we need to apply the distributive property. You multiply this one and then this one because these are two terms. Alright, so simply multiply. Use your calculator. 5 times 1.1918. So 5 times 1.1918, that would be equal to 5.959. And then x, negative x, so negative times positive is negative. X times this number, simply copy 1.19, do not forget x. 1.1918x is equal to, and then multiply this one. So x times this number, simply copy 0.6745 and then x. Alright, and then to get the value of x, we simply transpose this one from left to right. Once again, class, simply transpose x, this one right here, from left to right so that you can combine all x. It doesn't matter, class, if x is on the right side or x is on the left side. Remember this one, class. X equals 3 is just the same with 3 equals x. Once again, class, it doesn't matter, class, if x is on the right or x is on the left. X equals 3 is just the same with 3 equals x. We call that one, class, during your grade 7, we call this one, class, symmetric property. Once again, class, we call this one, class, symmetric property. This is just the same, class. Because if you will transpose this one, class, the 0.6745, if you transpose this one from right to left, it will become negative, right? This is positive. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you will change the sign. It will become negative and it will be quite complicated, class, if you're dealing with negative x. Therefore, class, to make these things simple, just simply transpose this one, this negative 1.1918x from left to right, and it will become positive because this is negative. Once you transfer, it will become positive. So simply copy this one, 5.959 is equal to, copy this one, 0.6745x. Transpose this one. This is negative. It will become positive 1.1918x. Alright, and then simply add this one. So this will be 0.6745 plus 1.1918. So that will be equal to, copy this one, 5.959 is equal to 1.8663. Do not forget x. Simply copy x. So double check, plus 745 plus 1.1918. Alright, and then to get the value of x, simply divide both sides by 1.8663. Divide both sides by 1.8663. Question, sir, why do we need to divide both sides by 1.8663? So that, class, you can cancel this out and the remaining expression will be only x. Alright, divide this one. So 5.959 divide 5.959 divide 1.8663, and the answer, class, is 3.19. X is equal to 3.19 3.192. So we need to have at least 2 decimals. 3.192 after 9, that would be 2. So this will be 3.19. And that would be the value of x. So once again, class, 5.959 divided by 1.8663. The answer, class, is 3.19 equals x. Or we can write this one, x equals 3.19. That would be the same answer, class. Alright, so therefore, class, the value of x, that would be equal to 3.19. So this is the value of x, class. Do not forget the units, class. That would be kilometers. Alright, so this one right here, class. This one right here, x is equals to 3.19 kilometers. Once again, class, this one right here, class, x, 3.19 kilometers. Now, can we find the value of y? Yep, we can find the value of y, right? Because we have given this one right here, 5 kilometers, basic math. To get this one right here, of course, we just simply subtract, right? 5 minus 3.19, and this will be the value. Basic math, class. Total is 5 kilometers. Now, to get this one, we just simply subtract, right? 5 minus 3.19, and this will be the distance, class. Or we can use this one to get the value of y. Simply substitute the value of x. So, alright, so I'll be erasing this one, class. You pause the video. I'll be erasing this one because we don't have enough space, class. Alright, so let me just erase this one. Alright, so this will be, alright, so the value of x is equals to 3.19 kilometers. Alright, so therefore, to get the value of y, simply use this equation. Y is equals to 5 minus x. So y is equals to 5 minus the value of x, 3.19. So y is equals to 5. Okay, 5 minus 3.19. The answer, class, is 1.81 kilometers. And that will be the value of y. So therefore, y is equal to 1.81 kilometers. If you will add this up, 3.19 plus 1.81, of course, class, you will get 5. Because the total, class, is 5. So therefore, y is equal to 1.81 kilometers. So we don't have enough space, that's 1.81 kilometers. Alright, so next step, class, is we need to find h for us to find this one. So to find h, class, we can just simply substitute this one. You can use this one or this one. So let's have this one, class, h. H is equal to x tangent 34 degrees. Alright, so h is equal to the value of x, that will be 3.19. And then multiplied by tangent 34 degrees, we have 0.6745. So once again, class, you can use this one or this one. It's either of these two, class. It's up to you, class. Which do you prefer? So let me just use this one. So x value, 3.19 times tangent 34 degrees, we have 0.6745. Simply use your calculator. So 3.19 times 0.6745. The answer, class, h is equals to 2.1516. So we need to have at least 2 decimals after 5. That would be 1. Simply copy 5. And do not forget the units, kilometers. Alright, so therefore, the value of h. So h. Alright, so h is equal to 2.15 kilometers. Alright, so therefore, the value of h, this one right here, is 2.15. 2.15. Alright, now question, can we find this one? Yup, we can find this one, class, applying Pythagorean theorem. Let me just draw that one, class. This triangle. Almost done, class. Last step, class. Let me draw that one. This one right here, class, this is 2.15 h. And this one right here, this triangle right here, class, this is 1.81. 1.81, right? And then we need to find this one. Now, you can find this one, class, applying Pythagorean theorem. If you have a right triangle, and you have this one right here, this right triangle, therefore, class, we can apply this one. The Pythagorean theorem, c squared equals a squared plus b squared. You still remember this one, class, Pythagorean theorem? So c is the hypotenuse, this one right here, the longest side. A and b are the legs. So you can have a right here and b right here. You can have a right here and then b right here. For the legs, class, it doesn't matter, class. You can interchange a and b. But for c, class, it's always the hypotenuse. Alright, so let's find this one. Applying this formula, Pythagorean theorem. Last step, class, almost done. So this will be c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So c squared equals the value of a. So we can have a, this one, 2.15, that's okay. Or this one, it's up to you, class. So let's have this one, 2.15. 2.15 squared plus the value of b. That will be 1.81. 1.81 squared. Once again, class, if it's square, it means you multiply this expression, this number, by itself twice. It's not 2.15 times 2. It means 2.15 times 2.15. So c squared equals, use your calculator. So 2.15 times 2.15, the answer, class, is 4.6225 plus this one right here, 1.81 times 1.81, the answer, class, is 3.2761. Alright, and then simply add this one. So c squared equals, so 4.6225 plus 3.2761. The answer, class, is 7.8986. And then simply extract square root both sides so that you can cancel this out. And the remaining expression will be only c. So the square root of 7.8986. And the answer, class, is 2.810. So we need to have at least 2 decimals. So 2.81. Alright, so this one right here is 2.81. So this is 2.81. 2.81 kilometers. And the other one, this one right here, class, let me draw this one. Last triangle, and then we're all set. Alright, so this is height is 2.15, and this one right here is 3.19. Alright, we're looking for this one. So once again, apply Pythagorean theorem. Almost done, class. Last step. Alright, so c squared equals a squared plus b squared. C squared equals the value of a. You can have this one or this one. It's up to you, class. So let's have this one, a, 3.19. And then squared, the value of b is 2.15. So this is a, this is b. So b is 2.15. 2.15. And then squared, use your calculator. Alright, so this will be 3.19 times 3.19. The answer, class, is 10.1761 plus 10.1761 plus 2.15. 2.15 times 2.15. The answer, class, is 4.6225. Alright, c squared equals, simply add this one. Oh, sorry, 2.15 times 2.15. The answer, class, is 4.6225. That's correct. Alright, and then simply add this one. 10.1761 plus 4.6225 is equal to 14.7986. Extract square root so that you can cancel this out, the square. And then the remaining expression will be only c. So square root of 14.7986. And the answer, class, is 3.846. After 4, that would be 6. This will be 85. And do not forget the units, kilometers. And then we're all set, class, all set. 3.85, this one right here. So as you can see, class, this one right here is longer than this one right here. This is 3.85 and this will be 2.81. Therefore, class, our illustration is correct. Alright, so to finalize our answer, we can say the plane is approximately 3.85 kilometers from the post where, so we don't have enough space because where the angle of depression is 34 degrees. So I will just put this one, class, symbol angle of depression. We don't have enough space, class, I do apologize. And then the other one, there will be 2.81 kilometers, this one right here, from the post where the angle of depression is 50 degrees. And that's it, class. We're all set. Quite complicated, right? That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 3. Alright, so once again, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.